Hi, friends. It's Sister Marla Clerks. I was speaking with a couple of friends last week in two separate conversations, and we were talking about the fact that Ash Wednesday and Valentine's Day fall on the same day. One of the friends was kind of bemoaning the fact that that was true and saying she wasn't going to be able to maybe eat as many sweets or have that nice steak dinner with her significant other. The other one, however, had a very different take, and one that I really have been thinking about. She said that actually the word Lent is contained in the middle of the word Valentine, and so both of them can be seen through the eyes of love. Valentine's Day, obviously so, as we spend that day looking for special ways to show or to tell someone how we feel about them, but also to see Lent through the eyes of love. That's a focus that I've decided to concentrate on this year. And we have those three disciplines of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, which I prefer to call generosity. But can we see those through those eyes of love? To see prayer as continuing that commitment to increase our love of God and to feel an increased love of God for us, to spend time very deliberately with God, with our triune God in prayer, to increase that love relationship that we have. And also through fasting, to increase the ability to love ourselves, to get rid of any of those things that tempt us away from being who God desires us to be, tempting us away from being people who love ourselves, whether that be emotionally, whether that be spiritually, whether that be physically, environmentally, to increase our love of self. And through generosity, to increase our love for others, especially those who are most in need. And of course, we know that those three can't fully be separated like that the ways in which we love God are equal to the ways in which we love ourselves and others. The way we love others is seen through the way we love God and ourselves. And of course, the way we love ourselves is also wrapped into that three-way love of God and others. In our Gospel of Mark, he's very much to the point or cut to the chase kind of writer. So he doesn't go into the longer story of Jesus going into the desert and the temptations that he experiences. He simply says he went out and was tempted by the devil. But it ends by reminding us that he says this is the time of fulfillment. The kingdom of God is at hand, encouraging us to say, let's not waste any time ourselves, to be rid of anything that tempts us away from love, to remind ourselves that today we need to recognize that the kingdom of God is here. It's in our midst. It's in the lives of others. It's tied closely with our ability to love God, to love ourselves, and to love others. And so maybe the invitation for us this Lenten season isn't necessarily to make that list of all these things I'm going to do, all the things I'm going to give up, the things I'm going to try to refreshen in my life, but to say this Lenten season is a season where I fully want to commit myself to being that person of love.